What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about all the FUD that's out there. And when I say FUD, I don't necessarily mean evil, shilly FUD. It's just fear, uncertainty, and doubt concerning where we're at with this lawsuit and what you should possibly be doing. Okay? So, the very first thing I want to bring to your attention is where we're at and how we got here. All right. On February 20th, 2023, Allegheny files a lawsuit to stop the vote for March 14th. All right. February 27, 2023, the court entered a status quo allowing AMC to hold the meeting and vote, but not to implement its actions. Okay. On March 14th, 2023, AMC and APE voted for a reverse stock split and conversion, and on April 27, 2023, Allegheny notifies the judge they've reached a settlement, and that's when the shit hit the fan. All right, so they've reached a settlement. They've came before the judge. They've entered their settlement of how they got there. They gave their briefs and said, this is why we're doing this. And it's important to read all of that if you're a member of the class. If you don't want to read it, you got people like me that do it for fun. All right. So it's important to know what you're going to be objecting about. All right. We're objecting to the settlement. Okay. Well, let's talk about exactly what the settlement is, clear up any FUD, and then from this point on, you will know what the lawsuit settlement is and what you can object to. All right. So let's get started. Now, this is the notice of penance. It came out 5/1/23. This is when they finally got their shit together and got to the judge basically what they were supposed to do. They kept arguing with her mostly about the postcard shit, and which is not due to arrive at your home till about the 24th. I've already settled that. But in this particular document, they outline what the settlement is and how everything will go. On page 9, number 26 of the penance of stockholders class action sent into the court on the 5th, on 5/1, y'all can go check it out. If the proposed settlement is approved, AMC will promptly effect the conversion and issue to the record holders of common stock as of the settlement time, class time, 1 share of common stock for every 7.5 shares of common stock owned by such holders after giving effect to the reverse stock split. Let's stop right there, because that's where everybody or a lot of people are confused. You think that there's going to be a conversion of APE and then a reverse stock split to lower the float. And that's not how it goes. They're telling you right here, and I could take you over to the filing with the SEC, where they say they got 938 or 39 million apes, and they're going to whittle that down to 92 million and then put it back in AMC. So you do the reverse stock split of AMC and ape, do the 1 for 7, and then bring everything back together. And it's going to happen just like that. It's going to be immediately upon the settlement approval, which is 1 for every 7.5, if we believe that that is a good offer to settle for us with and just walk away from it all, basically. All right. And then it goes on to say that after it's all over with and said and done, you're not going to have half shares. They're going to whittle it down. Then also the float of AMC will be 550 million. All right. All of this is combined into the settlement that they're telling the judge, if she agrees to the 1 for 7.5, this is all that's going to happen afterwards. All right. But now, what are you objecting to? Basically, you're objecting to the 1 for 7.5. That's it. We're not objecting to the reverse stock split. That came to a vote. All right. Now, You say, well, I object to the reverse stock split. Well, then you have to attack the vote. All right. How was the vote taken? How many people voted? All right. That's why the settlement's not any good, because it's fruit from a poisonous tree from a vote that wasn't accurately done, and so forth. So you can do it, but you have to approach it the right way. You just can't go, I disagree with the settlement because the reverse stock split will hurt us. Well, she'll hear that, and she'll take that into consideration, all right? But that's not going to actually be something that she can wrap her teeth around and fucking eat. You know what I'm saying? She knows the reverse stock split's going to happen, all right? She knows after that they're supposed to give 1.5. Are you happy with that? Well, no. Fuck no, I'm not happy with it. And then they tell you down here, check this out. If the settlement is approved, holders of common stock as of the settlement class time, regardless of whether they hold APE or not, that means that if you were given APE and you sold your APE, doesn't matter. However many shares of AMC at the time of the settlement, and they go through all this, the reverse stock split happens over there, and then they're going to see how many AMC shareholders are left with shares, give them their 1 7.5, and then bam, it's done. But they make it, well, listen to this, and will therefore hold more relative equity in the company than they did prior to the conversion and reverse stock split. See? Now, that's something you can object to. Why? Because it's in the court document. This is what they're telling the judge. And that is why when I sat in and started on my objections, I had both of their opening briefs as to why they agreed to this. Because if I can poke holes in why they believe in this, well, then the judge will no longer consider this. All right? You understand that? So everything that I tell y'all, for example, one of my arguments is I object because of misleading facts. That these things that they're telling the judge is how they got to this conclusion is completely wrong. That's why I'm using that argument. All right? You got until May 31st. There is no hurry to give them your bullets before you have to. I have from now to the 31st to submit. Now, I'm going to do it earlier so everybody can see it. But my best, I hate to use the word advice, but really there's no other word I could use, is this. Don't be in a hurry. We have time. All right, everybody's focused on the postcard and the drama behind the postcard. But you're not realizing, you already know what the settlement is. You could be writing a draft letter and getting ready to see what other people are about to do. And we're going to learn, I'll show y'all how to combine your arguments with other people's arguments and make you a fine letter to send to the judge on time. Don't worry about it, people. Unless I die, I'm going to be here and I will help you. But if you rush, you're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. Now, to those that have already sent your letters in, do not worry. If you have sent your letters in, you're in a whole nother category now. But I do have a way, I believe, that you can still have your voice heard if you filed your first complaint. You cannot file a second. All right? They told you that. Whatever the first one is, stands. So if you feel like you made a mistake, maybe you rushed ahead, you left some things out, you wanted to say, no big deal, I'm going to show you how to get back in the right way in a future video. I just got to get everything set up and get ready to do. Now that you know what you're objecting to, what's your outcome? I'm going to talk about what my outcome is going to be in the next video. So with that, love y'all, be blessed, and I'll see you in just a little bit.